What's up, YouTube? Vantmare here. So this is a deck that I've never profiled, and I'll be honest with you, I've had it built for quite a while, and I just realized I've never shown it off. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't know why I've never shown it off. But I've had a couple of people talking about it in the comments with me recently, and so it made me think about this deck, because it's something fun. It really is, and it is a pure World Racer deck. There really is no aggro to this deck whatsoever. You don't aggro, you just kind of go. Yeah, you just kind of go with this deck. Yeah, so it is... So for my player card I chose Riku, and the only reason I chose Riku is for the fact that I realized I only have one Riku deck. But I'm not playing Soul Eater in the deck because it is a World Racer deck. So let's go ahead and get into the deck. I will be honest with you. It's a really stupid deck. It's not great. And there's a couple of cards in it that you'll notice that basically contradict each other. And this is because this was a horribly, horrible rough draft and something super stupid fun I put together. So let's go ahead and get into it. It is Hercules. I put this deck together for something fun one day, just because I could. So Meg is I play 3 Meg. She's a level 0 friend that when she comes into play, you discard all Hades cards in play, which you've heard me talk in past videos. Hades is a fantastic card for like dark player decks. Also, Hades kind of shuts down, just kind of craps on this deck really hard. So, Meg. Play Meg. Meg hurts that. Meg craps on that. Also, when the Olympus Coliseum is your current world card, you can play Olympus Coliseum friends of any level. So you can just crap out her and then Pegasus and things like that and just kind of go. So yeah, so 3 Meg. 2 Phil. Neither player can play magic cards of at any time. Yeah, that's just, we know Phil. Okay, so now we get into Pegasus. Pegasus says, when this card is in your friend area, draw 1 card for each time an Olympus Coliseum card is put into play. The only problem with this is they errated Pegasus along with the Wishing Lamp really hard because they basically broke the world-specific decks. So they made it where Pegasus for this deck and the Wishing Lamp equipment card for the Aladdin deck says that you can only draw when you play the world card of Olympus Coliseum. So, which really kind of sucks, but I mean, technically you 1 for 1 yourself, which is still pretty good when you play the world card. So you basically you 1 for 1, sorry I repeat it, but you do. You 1 for 1, you play the world, you gain health, and you get to draw a card, which could set you up even further. Also, he's a +5 support value, so Pegasus is actually really good. Then we're going to play 3 Hercules. He's a 5 support value. Energy Burst. Choose 1 Dark Heartless card in play of level 2 or lower and return it to the owner's hand. So, like I said, it is a World Racer, and this starting the game is really good because you can just start set it every time. You don't have to actually battle. You're not having to waste resources to kill the Heartless, things like that. You just kind of steamroll with this thing. So you're just returning low-level things. So he's really good. Dropping things. So then we go into 2 Hercules, level 2. He's basically the same thing, but you return a Dark Heartless card of level 3 or lower to your opponent's hand. Or to the, I think it's to the controller's hand. Return it to its owner's hand. So even if I played something, I could return it and just play it again. So it's okay. Then we're going to play 2 Hercules level 3, which is you choose, and these are the ones from Light and Darkness. So you choose 2, or you choose 1 of level 5 or lower of Dark Heartless in play and return it to the hand. And then we play 1 Hercules level 3 that gains +X for each Olympus Coliseum friend card in play. So he gets beefy. So he's beefy, yeah. And then basically your boss of the deck is Auron. Auron, we know what Auron does. Like, I've reviewed him in my past deck videos. Technically, I would like to play him at 3, but all of mine are, my other one is tied up in my main deck, as you've seen in the past video. So, sorry. But no. So this is actually a really fun deck, because even if you do challenge your opponent, basically Auron will shut down their stuff. So, it's really good. Technically, before this video, I was supposed to put a cloud in this deck and forgot. So right here will be a cloud. Let me just... Cloud. Like, I own a cloud. I just don't feel like going and searching for it in binders. 3 Donald Duck level 1. I know we're playing Phil, so like I said, this deck's going to contradict itself a little bit. Just bear with me here. When you play a technique card, you may choose 1 magic card from your discard pile and return it to your deck, then shuffle your deck. So, you've heard my opinion on technique cards in the past. I'm actually playing technique cards in this deck, just for the fact that I play Orin and, or just for the fact that I play Cooperation, and I just realized I'm retarded and I would have to play Sora. So, I'm really sorry. So this is a Sora. I had forgotten that all the technique cards were only limited to Sora. I'll be completely honest with you, I completely forgot about that it's only limited to Soras. So, in all honesty, this, like, the Sora would be the flag Sora. I'll go ahead and actually pull it out. I'm really sorry, guys. I forgot that technique cards were limited to Sora. I'm a scrub. I know. I'm sorry. So, Flag Sora would be the one you'd play for this deck. So, I really did forget that technique cards were limited to Sora. I'm sorry, guys. But, so that's actually a really good thing with Donald that you can do, is go and get that. And then you play 2 Donald level 3. You can choose 1 Sora Wisdom Form from your deck, but you're not playing the Wisdom Form, which you probably would be. Like I said, in all honesty, I should probably cut the deck here, but whatever. If you guys want to see me update the deck later, to actually have a more consistent build, where it's Sora plus Wisdom Form plus dot deck, let me know, because I really had forgotten about the technique thing. And then we do play 1 Magic Friend, which is Simba, just for disruption. 2 Olympia. You can only equip it to Sora or Riku, and not only do you gain the +3 here, but you gain an additional +3 as long as the Olympus Coliseum is your topmost world card. So it's really good. 3 Comet. Comet's really good. You get to deal 5 damage to all dark cards on your world card as long as you control a Donald and a Sora. So it's a really good technique card. Your magics: 2 Thunder, 2 Fire, and 1 Gravity. Gravity's just for the disruption, and these for Heartless kills. Like I said, if you guys want to see more updated, this is the most like hardcore rough draft of a deck I have ever put together. It really is. So if you guys want to see an actual final copy for me to put together a full deck of this thing, where it would actually be a competitive deck, let me know, and I'll do it, and I'll do a new video later. 3 Olympus Coliseum level 1. Just states that during any battle or challenge that takes place here, all Olympus Coliseum Friends cards gain +1 support value. And then if you play this one, you gain +2. Let's see if that'll focus. Focus. Sorry. You get +2 attack value while fighting dark cards placed on this world. So it's pretty good. You play 3 level 2s, which are blank text. They're just for the worlds, for world racing. And then you play 3 of this thing, which magic cards cannot be played here. So basically, once this is in play, you're not going to be playing magic cards against Dark Heartless on this. So basically, you're just going to attack them from there, or use Hercules to kill them. And then the final cards are Bounce Wild just for a draw. Then you get Pain, which is just, like I said, I wanted to play some Olympus Coliseum cards and have fun with it. When this card comes into play, choose 1 Olympus Coliseum friend card in play other than Hercules and discard it. Basically, this is something for the mirror match. Like, a lot of people like the art of Phil better. From Break of Dawn. So what that ends up doing is instead of playing the original Phil, which even though they printed one with a friend symbol, they don't count as having a friend symbol if you use the original. A lot of people like the art better, so a lot of people use it, and then I can get rid of Phil with this. So it's pretty good. And then 2 Hydra. Hydra big. That's basically what Hydra's in here for. If Hercules card is in your opponent's friend area, this card loses 5 POW. If Phil participates in a battle against this card, it loses 10 POW. Best part is since you're using the fill in Hercules, this thing sits at a 25 on your opponent's world, so he's just gigantic. So, like I said, if you guys do want to see a final copy of this deck, where I didn't totally botch the living crap out of the deck, let me know, because I actually wouldn't mind doing a final draft of this deck. Something fun. So, and I always like doing what you guys like to see, so it just makes my day. To see that you guys are fans watching stuff like this. So that is the deck in a nutshell. So hope you guys have a good peace, guys.